decided that probably one of the hardest things about finding a doctor when you're wanting a VBAC is that most of them don't want you. I guess you have to find one that is truly supportive of it and not just saying that they're going to be. I've heard a lot of stories from other girls who wanted to do a VBAC and they had a doctor and they said, oh yeah, and then towards the end of the pregnancy they're like, well, when are we going to schedule your C-section? And they completely forgot that they were even going to do a VBAC, and then they just didn't really seem very supportive towards the end, and they kind of took more of a, yeah, we'll see when the time comes approach, so that by the end you've already been with them so long that you don't really want to switch doctors, and it makes it even more difficult, and then you end up with another C-section. I've been researching a lot online, and I've talked to a few people, and I've been trying to find doctors in or out of my area, which odds are it won't be in my area because there's only a few doctors here. There's Dr. Anderson, Dr. Deede, I think he does obstetrics, Dr. Barton, Dr. Behrens, and Dr. Sheridan. And I think they're the only ones around here that actually do obstetrics, and I don't think all of them do VBACs. I think some of them do, some of them might, I really don't know. So I'm going to be talking to some of them this week. I know a few of them do, and I've talked to one of them especially. He actually was part of my last birth, but then was gone, so I had to transfer to Anchorage, like I said in the previous video. And then one of the doctors, I just don't like his bedside manner, so I really don't see myself going to him. I have gotten some recommendations from people for Dr. what was his name? I can't even think of what his name was. Owen something. And then Dr. Elrod. It might have been Hall? No, Bell. Dr. Bell. Dr. Owen Bell. And Dr. Elrod in Anchorage. Well, I think Elrod's in Matsu, but regardless, they're up north. I'm going to have to drive anyways, 3+ hours. So, I wrote an email to Dr. Bell's office to see if they would get back to me. I asked a few questions, and if they answer my questions, then I'll probably call them and make an appointment to go up and see them and kind of get a feel for them. So I get the feeling that over the next 4 to 6 weeks I'm going to be going to Anchorage for quite a few appointments just to kind of test them out. I know that seems like I'm doctor whoring, but I want to make sure that I get with a doctor that I click with and one that really seems in line with my ideas and my views and my goals, because I don't want to be stuck with a doctor that isn't really supportive, and then when it comes down to it at the end that I'm completely ignored or told, well, you're going to need a C-section, honey, and I really don't want that. So I'm trying to plan it all ahead of time and get it in order for myself, because if I don't, then who else is to blame but me? So even though I'm really early, I'm still doctor shopping because it's important to me, and I want to make sure that everything's supported, my decisions are respected, and the best way I can do that is find someone who truly believes that birth is about the woman and her baby, and that it's a natural process and it doesn't require 80 million interventions that only make it worse and make you end up with a C-section anyways. So that's where I'm at right now. I emailed them, and we'll see when and if they write me back. And if they don't, then I kind of understand, because sometimes email gets a little busy, but I might call them later this week if I haven't gotten an email back, because I was reading some of the health grids that you can rate your doctors online, and everyone said that Dr. Bell was really good about responding to calls pretty promptly. So I guess we will work on that and we'll see how it goes, but hopefully one of them's able to take me. I think what will happen is I'll end up doing most of my prenatal care down here in Soldotna, but I'll end up doing like maybe one appointment per trimester up in Anchorage just to kind of keep that contact with the doctor up there. And then maybe starting on my due date, since my babies tend to be late, I'll go up to Anchorage and grab a hotel or stay with family members or something until I'm ready. So I guess that's what we'll do, and we'll take it from there. But I'm still not sure if I'm going to have my baby at home or at the hospital, but I'm planning ahead and keeping my options open.